Civil Center, and today we're going to start the lecture on the Tekla structures. So if you want to know how to download this software and install this software, you can leave your email ID in the description or in the comment box. So we'll send you the video to that. So first of all, this Tekla structure, you can install the environments of the country. I have not loaded other country environments, but other countries like US, UK, all the countries are available here. And the role also you can just choose so that the interface is suitable to you. I'm going with all. And project configuration also, you can just select any particular project configuration which you want. I'm going with all for the general configuration. So it will take some time to load. If you have a good system, I am currently using 8 GB RAM, and so it will take some time for me. But if you have a good system, it will load faster. So till it loads, we'll just discuss about this interface. As you can see, we'll just open a new model here, and we'll just name this let's name this day 1, and so that we can create and then start working on it. So there are various scope of this software. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to create a steel structure, and then see how can we do the detailing of that particular steel structure, including connections and foundations. And after that, after doing that, we'll simply go towards the completion of the model. So this is basically the interface of the Tekla Structural Designer. I'm just maximizing it, the interface part, and we'll go to steel. We're going to work on that steel structure part, and we'll just click on any of this particular thing, and then we'll just double click on it so that our properties are opened. So here we can define our grids here. So let's go with these grids of 4000 or 4 meters, and then Y also will go with 4 meter grids. I want a uniform grids here, and the levels I'm taking 0, 3000 and 6000. So this is basically a G+1 structure which I'm going to take, but I'm taking the foundation level also. I'm taking foundation level, so I'll do this as 1200, this 1.2 meters, and then 1.2 plus 3, that is your 4.2 meters. So this will be 4200, and I'll name this similarly ABC, and then 1 2 3, and then 0 plus just you can name this anywhere. I'm just name this plus 1.2 plus let's say plus 4.2, name this. And line extensions and above also you can just change as per your preference here. Just click on modify. The lines will be modified here, and after that, after you have done that, simply select this and right click on that, and then you'll have this option of your creating some views. To create views along grid lines, so just click on create. Some views will be created here, as you can see that. So we can work on any of the particular grid view here. So let's work on plan plus 0, and we'll work on this plan. And what you can do you can do is to go to window and tile vertically here, so both the 3D and the 2D view will be opened simultaneously, so we can have an idea of that. So first of all, I'm putting my foundations here, and for the foundations footing part, I'm just going with the pad footing. In the steel, the foundation for the steel structure also, the footing is of the concrete part. So I'm going for the pad footing, and when you are just inserting the footing here, you will just have a option of your sizes. So I'm going with all the similar size of footing. Let's say 1000 into 1000. I'll take the similar size for all the footings here, and 1 meter into 1 meter footing here. And the depth of the footing is done using this. So let me take a depth of, let's say, a 300 minus 300 depth. I'll take this. And position, as you can see, you can change the position here, and after that, this is 2 minus, so I'll just select 1 minus, and then this is the position here. And you can see the cast unit numbering, as you can see. Pore face also you can change, and these are the things which you can change. So let me place one footing and then we'll discuss. So after you have placed one footing, you can check that how the footing has been placed. So we can place all the remaining footings. Just click on one by one on all the positions we need to have the footings here. So after you place all these footings, now you can place your columns here. So for the columns, go to steel, and you can go to this particular. You can also change this properties of the material also as per preference M30, M20. So for the columns, I'm just selecting the column here, and I'm going to select a particular type of your profile here. So let's go with any type of profile here. Let's go with IS MB, let's say 250, and you can select as per your profiles. Like for the US, you will have different profiles, and for different things, you will have different profiles. So as you can see, we have welded profiles, circular sections. Also, we will have, as you can see, circular sections, start, end, and you can have this cross section area, and you'll have this different circular sections which you can take, and predefined sections also there, as you can see 25. So let me just go for circular section 180, and we'll use 180 here. And then material you can take this, we'll take FE 490, apply, okay. And because this is the most commonly applied material, and then you can just select the remaining part numbering. It will start from M, assembly numbering will start from C. We'll see what is this in the upcoming videos. So the top part, as you can see now, top part, our level top part is 4200. So we'll just do this as 4200, the topmost level which we want to go, and the bottom level is our 0, because we don't want it to go below the foundation, 0. And then we'll just after having done that, we'll just click on any midpoint and then check, and we'll expand the view, because if you don't expand the view, then it will not be able to visible here. But we don't need that, because it is actually we are actually able to make it visible in the 3D view, so we don't want that. So like the Tekla Structural Designer, you cannot use this drag option for multiple columns. Like we can use it for one single column. So like this we can do, and if you expand the model also, you can do that. So don't show this message again, and do not expand. I will just do this. So right now, as you can see, you have placed all the columns. And now let's place all the beams. For placing all the beams, I'll go to the different level. I'll go to window and we'll go to view list, and I'll go to the next view level, which is 1.2, my plinth level, and then go to window and then go to tile vertically. So now I'll place my beams. So I have my beams here. I'll take, you'll have different kinds of beams. You have single beams, you have poly beams. So I'm going to go with the beam here, and I'm going to take the size of the beam. I'm taking circular sections, so I can take circular beams as well. Circular profiles, circular hollow section. Let me go for the circular hollow sections, and you will have various sections here. As you can see, diameter 152, diameter 193, 168. So I'll go for this and double click on this, and the section has been taken. The material, I'll take the same FE490, click on apply, click on OK, and this end offsets we can this also can be useful for here. So let me place one beam, then we can just have an idea about that. If you just do like this, as you can see, it will not be applied. We need to apply it one by one, or even we can place it like this. So let me just apply here, and then we'll apply it here. So like this we can do. So if we just click on escape, you can just see we have this two separate beams created. And if we want, like if you just select all this at once, so suppose I'm selecting this all this as once, like this. Let's see what happens. What will happen is it will act as a single unit. So quite often we don't want that. We want it to act as separate units, because if you want to place connections on, that would be beneficial. So That's why we can do that, or otherwise we can also create it as a single unit and then cut it. But right now what we'll do, we'll just simply go by the conventional procedure. The remaining things we will just discuss later. I'm just doing this and doing this, and then let me just join this and also this. Now this is the plinth level which we have created here. Now if you want to give a steel plate or steel deck, let me just provide a steel plate here, because this is the plinth level. We will have a plate here. So profile and material, you can just change that, and I can just also change the depth also. And material, I'm just changing the material type to Fe490. Apply, okay, and I'm applying a plate here. So for this, as you can see, the plate has been applied. Just click on escape, and you can see the particular dimensions of the plate here. So these are the dimensions of the plate, and if I do this as PL, let's say 50. If you want to change, if you want to just rotate the model, just click on the control and the mouse middle wheel button, and then we'll able to view the change here. So you can do this, increase or decrease that. So for now, what I'll do is I'll just change this back to PL10 dust, and okay, and after that I'll just go back to the plate here and then apply the plate to the model. So this is the procedure of applying the plate. Otherwise you have another procedure, 1 2, double click here, like this it will be done. So you need to do for all the 4 points. 1 2 3 4 5. So like this we have we have created the plates for the plinth level, and now if you want, then we can do it for the next level as well. So in some places we have sand filling below the plinth level. In that case you'll don't need this plate, but I've just for reference just I have shown you that. So now if you want, let's go to a particular elevation here. I want this particular elevation view, and I want to go view list, and I want to open my elevation along grid 1. So I'm opening my elevation grid 1. I'm just tiling this windows vertically, and I'm just copying this. So let me see what things are copied. So the beams are copied, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 items should be there. So 7 items are there, beams are copied, but this portion is not copied. I'm just clicking on control and selecting these portions as well. So if the slabs are selected, I'm just deselecting that. I want to select the beams only. 8 9, then I want this 10, I want this. If you want to select this, I think we'll select in some other view. 11, and this particular thing we can select in the back view. Let's say we'll go to this grid 3 and then select that, view list, and go to grid 3, and then we can press control and select this. So I hope this is selected now, and yeah, this is selected now. Now what we can do is we can go to edit, and we'll have this option of this copy. So from this endpoint, I'm just going to copy this from this endpoint. So everything is copied here. So as you can see, now in the 3D view, I'll just check view list, open the 3D view, and as you can see, this has been copied. So one of the members has not been copied here. So I can just select this in the 3D view as well, and then go to edit, copy. Let's copy it from here to here. You can just do this in the 3D view as well. So basically in the plinth level, in most cases you won't find this, you will find sand filling, so you don't need this slab. So I'll just select this slab, just by carefully pressing control, and you need to just select, while selecting the slab you need to be careful while the slab is selected, not the beams. Select this and keep deleting this. So this is a model in which the plinth level, you will have the plinth level in the steel structures. Columns are of steel circular sections, beams are of hollow circular sections, and you have this one beam missing. So you also need to check this, edit, go to edit, and then this copy, and then copy this. So after you know this, do this copy part, this is ready. Now this is how you model this, create a simple model in this Tekla structures software. If anything else is missing, okay, this is also missing, so that also you can just to copy. It's very user friendly, this software, so you can just work around this. So like this you can create a simple 3D model. There are various other options. We'll come up with more videos. If you like this video, like, just please comment nice Tekla tutorial. That will help us and support us to upload more videos for you. Thanks, bye, keep learning.